Numbers. Numbers are divided into two groups. Real numbers and imaginary numbers. Let's see what they are and how they are further classified. Real numbers. The abbreviation for real numbers is a capital R. Real numbers are classified into two separate groups. Rational numbers is one of the groups. Rational numbers are further classified into smaller groups. The smaller groups are integers, whole numbers, and natural numbers. One group is included in the next. So for example, natural numbers are included in whole numbers are included in integers, and integers are included in rational numbers. The other group is irrational numbers. Rational numbers and irrational numbers make up real numbers. Think of this as a big tree. One big branch leads to a smaller branch, and that branch leads to an even smaller branch, and so on. Let's look at the properties of these individual groups. Natural numbers. The abbreviation for natural numbers is a capital N. Natural numbers are all the numbers starting from 1. So for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on. Whole numbers. The abbreviation for whole numbers is a capital W. Whole numbers are basically natural numbers and 0. So for example, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on. Integers. The abbreviation for an integer is a capital Z. Integers are whole numbers and their opposites, so basically positive and negative whole numbers. For example, -4, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Rational numbers. The abbreviation for rational numbers is a capital Q. There are two main properties for rational numbers. Let's take a look at them. The first one is that it includes all positive and negative fractions, those that are proper and those that are improper. It also includes all the integers. The second is that the set of all real numbers that can be written as a ratio of two integers, fractions, with the non-zero denominator. What do I mean by that? Well, let's take a look at some examples of rational numbers. Three by 4, negative 1 by 5, 3.727, and so on. Irrational numbers. The abbreviation for irrational numbers is a capital P. Irrational numbers are real numbers that are not rational. They are real numbers that cannot be written as a ratio of integers. They are the non-terminating and non-reoccurring numbers. For example, the square root of 2, the negative square root of 7, the square root of 19, the value of pi, and much more. Imaginary numbers. The abbreviation for an imaginary number is a lowercase I. If a square of a given number is equal to -1, then such a number is called an imaginary number. In other terms, it can also be written as the square root of -1. The I is pronounced as iota.